We go through and analyze 100,000 appointments, and Rilla tells me two or three things that are the exact opposite of what I strongly believe in.
It hurts. I was wrong.
I say one thing that I think is fascinating too is the data that I think any good salesperson, especially a sales coach, there's a level of ego, right? There's a level of you're good at what you do, and I know what I'm talking about, and all those kind of things. And I'm no exception to that. Like I definitely, I feel like I'm good at what I do. But when we go through and analyze 100,000 appointments, and Rilla tells me two or three things that are the exact opposite of what I strongly believe in, it hurts.
It hurts. I was wrong. I was wrong. Everything that I believed in my heart of hearts that this was the way it should be, Rilla very clearly showed me the error of my ways. And so there was a couple of examples of that. Number one was talk speed. Right, I am a very fast talker, and Rilla will tell you that my average talk speed is about 240 words per minute. When we go back and we look at our actual top performers, our top performers in ours, we define by the highest close rate with the highest average sell with the most revenue produced. Right, those are the kind of the metrics for top performers. By far, our top performers speak at an average of 120 words per minute. Half.
Wow.
And so
50%.
So I'm like, man, that can't be. I'll go back. We look at it. It's not even close. So now when I go back into the home and I literally I work to make sure, especially when we're sitting down, I'm slowing down, and I'm like, all right, Pat, how we feeling, man? You okay? Gave you a lot of information here, man. I know. It's like you came in here to get a sleep, and all of a sudden here we are talking about rebuilding your chimney, and so it's an effort for me to do that, but I would have never done that without Rilla, and it's even working even better. The other thing that we learned, which is fascinating, is we always taught the company story to be early and often into the sales process, right? We'd always, hey, you called the right people, we're certified, we're this, we're that, we're great, and just kind of building trust along that relationship, and Rilla flat out told us, don't do that. They're flat out said, look, nobody cares about your company until they realize they have a much bigger problem than why they originally called you. I mean, they called you for a chimney sweep, $300. They trust you for that. You don't need to justify your company story to come in and do a $300 chimney sweep. The more you talk about it, the more it sounds like who cares? But when this changes from a chimney sweep to a $10,000 interior investment, now I'm serious. Now who's in my home? What are your credentials? What are your training? What all of a sudden, and so we very clearly learned the points of where the company story should be introduced, and when we build trust and value versus the way that I had originally taught it. So there are several things that we've just got out of Rilla that completely have just changed the way that I coach, that Kevin coaches, and that we're able to see a huge difference in the results with the people.